Have you ever felt it? That quiet, persistent ache in your chest, a subtle current of inadequacy when you scroll through a feed or hear news of someone else's success. It's a whisper that says, "You're not quite there yet. You're behind." It settles deep within, a heavy, unspoken burden, making you question your steps, your choices, your very worth. In the hush of the late hours, when the world outside grows quiet, that feeling can magnify, leaving us adrift in a sea of self-doubt, wondering if we're truly on the right path, or any path at all. We live in a world that constantly broadcasts milestones, achievements, and carefully curated lives. It's a relentless stream of what others have built, where they have traveled, who they have become. And often, without realizing it, we begin to measure ourselves against these external markers. We compare our beginnings to someone else's middle, our struggles to their triumphs, our quiet inner world to their glittering public persona. This comparison isn't a deliberate act of malice. It's an insidious habit, born from a natural human desire to understand our place, but twisted into a painful internal competition. It saps our energy, drains our joy, and makes the simple act of living feel like a never-ending race against invisible opponents. We become so focused on the perceived finish lines of others that we forget to breathe, to look around, to truly inhabit our own unique journey. Think of the moments when you've truly felt alive, truly content. Were they moments born from outshining someone else, or from a deep sense of personal accomplishment? A quiet triumph over a challenge you faced within yourself? More often than not, it's the latter. The truth is, life was never meant to be a competitive sport where we vie for first place on a universal scoreboard. It isn't a race where everyone runs the same track, with identical hurdles and a shared finish line. Each of us is on an entirely distinct journey, a winding, evolving path carved by our unique experiences, our individual strengths, and our deeply personal lessons. Our pace is our own, our landscape is our own, and our growth is profoundly unique. The relentless pursuit of external validation, fueled by comparison, is a mirage. It promises fulfillment if only we can catch up, if only we can measure up. But it always recedes, leaving us perpetually wanting, perpetually feeling not enough. The moment we achieve one thing, another benchmark appears, another perfectly polished life to emulate. This cycle is exhausting, unsustainable, and ultimately, profoundly unfulfilling. It diverts our precious energy, our mental and emotional resources, away from what truly matters, our own internal development, our personal evolution. It keeps us looking outward when all the true treasures, all the genuine satisfactions, lie waiting to be discovered within. What if we were to simply step off that treadmill of comparison? What if we were to gently turn our gaze inward, to the fertile ground of our own existence? Imagine the profound liberation that comes from understanding that your journey is not meant to mirror anyone else's. Your timeline is unique. Your challenges are tailor-made for your growth. Your triumphs, no matter how small they seem in the grand scheme of things, are potent markers of your personal progress. When we begin to truly grasp this, the heavy cloak of inadequacy starts to lift. We realize that our focus needs to shift, not from catching up, but from unfolding. Life, in its deepest essence, is about growth, not comparison. It's about becoming more of who you truly are, not more like someone else. This shift isn't always easy. The habit of comparison is deeply ingrained. But with conscious effort, we can cultivate a new inner landscape. When that familiar whisper of self-doubt arises, pause, acknowledge it, but then gently redirect your attention. Ask yourself, what am I learning right now? How am I expanding? What small step did I take today that moves me forward on my own unique path? Celebrate your own quiet victories, the courage to try something new, the resilience to endure a setback, the compassion to forgive yourself for not being perfect. Each moment of self-awareness, Each gentle turning inward is an act of healing. It's a reclaiming of your power, a reaffirmation of your intrinsic worth. Release the burden of external expectations. Let go of the need to perform for an invisible audience. Your only true audience is your own spirit, your own evolving consciousness. The journey of life is a continuous process of becoming, a quiet, internal unfolding. It's about discovering the strength you didn't know you had, learning the lessons unique to your soul, and blossoming at your own divinely appointed pace. There is no right or wrong speed for growth, only your speed. There is no correct path, only your path. So lean into the quiet acceptance of your own unfolding. Find peace in the rhythm of your own heart. Your worth is not determined by the perceived achievements of others, but by the integrity of your own being, the authenticity of your own journey, and the continuous, beautiful process of your own personal growth. Embrace this truth. You are exactly where you need to be, learning precisely what you need to learn. And that, in itself, is enough. More than enough. It is everything.